we're going to be building a team.
I'm putting together a team
Of the nicest players gone bad. Now today we're going to need these players to see red, otherwise we might be facing a forfeit at the end of the video. But more on that later. So the first position we'll be filling today is going to be the right back slot, and that is going to be held by Dani Alves. Some of you may question whether Dani Alves is a nice player because of his demeanour on the pitch. However, listen to this story. When his teammate Eric Abidal was diagnosed with liver cancer, Dani Alves actually offered to donate part of his own liver to Eric Abidal to save his life. That truly is a heroic gesture. But did you know that at one of the Ballon d'Or ceremonies, he actually had a full-blown scuffle with Cristiano Ronaldo? Dani Alves came up to Cristiano Ronaldo, was like, "You're right, mate." And Cristiano was like, "Stay away from me." And it resulted in a bit of a scuffle. Next up, we have our only substitute of the day, and it's going to be none other than Eden Hazard, well respected whilst he was at Chelsea.
He said, "No, but yeah, but why are you talking about these bumps?" I said, "But it is little one. He's small and his bum is there."
But do you remember when he kicked a ball boy during a match? It was a game between Chelsea and Swansea. The ball rolls off the pitch. The ball boy picks it up. He refuses to give it back to Hazard. Hazard pushes him to the ground, gives him a little kick for good measure, and then the lad, he literally goes full Neymar. Our right mid is a legend of the game, and it is none other than Mr. David Beckham. Beckham has done so much charity work throughout the years, but most recently he gained the love and admiration of the British population when he waited for over 12 hours to see the Queen's coffin. And he didn't queue jump like some people. But do you remember when David Beckham got sent off in the World Cup against Argentina? Whilst on the ground, David kicked out at a player who was passing by and deservedly got a red card. Now, what's quite coincidental is that our manager is the very player that he kicked out in that game. It's none other than Diego Simeone. England ended up losing that game, and Bex got absolutely destroyed by the media, and the backlash from the fans was absolutely insane. Once we finish building this team today, we're going to go away and play a game. If the game does not get abandoned because I've got so many red cards, then I'm going to have to discard 3 players from this team at random at the end of the game. Slide tackles incoming. We've got another Barcelona player entering the fray next, and it's none other than Carlos Puyol. Recently, he made a huge howler on Twitter. His teammate Iker Casillas tweeted out that he was gay. He later refuted this, that it was actually a hack and that he hadn't tweeted out. However, Puyol put a response that made a joke and made light of the whole situation, which in today's day and age is just unacceptable in my opinion. He later apologized for it and deleted the tweet, but just pretty uncool. We need a goalkeeper, and that is going to come in the form of Gianluigi Buffon. Firstly, when he was playing for Juventus back in 2006, they were actually stripped of the title for match fixing. Obviously, this wasn't Buffon directly, but he was involved. And then he almost missed a World Cup because he was involved in a betting scandal. He pretty much argued his way out of it, but it just doesn't sit right with me. Next up, we have a modern day saint of a footballer. It's none other than Feed the Children Marcus Rashford. The man's been given an MBE for the work he did to help underprivileged children back in 2020. But do you remember when he saw red in this game against Burnley and squared up against his opponent? All this talk about nice players has got me feeling nice. So I'm going to be giving away 10 FIFA points for every single like that this video gets. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment. Now, our left back, despite being a defender, never received a red card in his entire career. How is that even possible? Well known for his leadership qualities, it's going to be none other than Philipp Lahm. He was actually German Footballer of the Year one year, but more recently, since retiring, he has brought out an autobiography that has put a lot of his former teammates on blast. This has ruffled a lot of feathers, including FIFA hero Rudi Völler, who was very unimpressed by the things that were said in this autobiography. Let's finish off the defense with none other than Mr. PK. He's been a role model on the pitch for many years, and he's done a lot for charity. However, this man has fully lost his mind for what he did to his wife Shakira. He is an absolute fool. What was he thinking? One of the most unbelievable women in the world. And he's gone and cheated on her. What are you doing, PK? When Gareth Bale was asked about our next player, he said that he wasn't just the nicest man in football, but maybe the nicest man in the entire world. The man with the incredible smile is none other than Heung-min Son. A moment of controversy that surrounded Son's career in 2020 was when he went in for a tackle against Andre Gomez, and he actually ended up snapping his ankle. It was actually a bit of a freak accident. You can see that there was no malice intended by Son, especially since his reaction just showed such pure emotion. him. Now, you might think that our next player doesn't really fall into the category of nice because of how he handles himself on the field. However, Cristiano Ronaldo has given so much money to charity over the years, I couldn't not have him in this list. However, it makes it super easy to choose one of his bad moments. The one that sticks with me the most is when he got Wayne Rooney sent off in the World Cup. As an England fan, I hated to see that wink. That wink haunts me. Admittedly, Rooney probably should have been sent off for stamping on someone's ghoulies. However, it was Ronaldo steaming in, claiming that he had to have a red card. The referee wasn't going to give it, and then he did. And the worst thing is they were blooming teammates. Oh, man. How could he do it? How could you do it, Cristiano? At central defensive mid, we're going to go with the nicest player. Everyone says he's the nicest player. He's just the nicest guy. There's memes of him, just how nice he is. It's just... we love this guy. He's just so friendly, so smiley. That's the main reason he's in this team. I couldn't really think of any other bad stuff that he's done, except when he put in this tackle against Danny Rose after the whistle had been blown. Naughty, naughty. And our final player is none other than the GOAT. It's the Messiah. It's Lionel Messi. He played for Barcelona for 17 years, so that means he played in more El Clasico matches than I can count, coming up against Pepe and Sergio Ramos again and again and again. And you know that they were happy to kick the living out of him. But it didn't mean that he didn't get his own back. As you can see, he absolutely clarts Pepe here. He takes out Ramos in this clip here, and he's a braver man than me because he even squared up with Ramos. You'd have to be absolutely nuts to do that. But more recently than that, he showed some bad sportsmanship when he went over to the Netherlands bench after they'd been knocked out of the World Cup by Argentina and did this to Louis van Gaal.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Fight!
Man, I don't want to talk your
That might be the most disgusting tackle I've seen ever.
Whoever's involved in this, stop it.
Encara Messi.
Wait a minute, he's taking another card out for Beckham. It's a red card for David Beckham.
So, back to it.
A what? That's not even a penalty. He got the ball.
Hopefully we don't have that ref anymore. He's useless.
Oh, we got a red card for it. Poyle's off as well. We've got no defenders.
Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros.
Second yellow. He's gone home. Oh, we still need more cards. I thought that was it. That might be a red. Rashford's on a yellow. The referee's on our way. He's gone. It's over. The players are walking over the pitch. We've managed to get enough players sent off. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see another, click right here.